What's up, besties? Athena here, aka the Estie Bestie, and we are going to be spilling the tea on courses rampant. Like, WTF, what is going on with all of these courses? So, if you're here, you're an Estie that is curious about courses, and I'm here to spill the tea, the hot, the good, and everything in between. Welcome, and let's get into our episode 2 Courses Rampant. Let's talk about courses and what the heck is happening in the beauty world, and like even just in general with multi-level marketing courses, or even the like digital project like resale rights courses. Let's talk about it. I think it's really important. I think it's something that is prominent. A lot of people are moving into without actually having the knowledge to do. And then there's a lot of courses that are super, super good that get ripped off because they're just that good. So let's talk about it. For me, I really think that in order to create your own course, you have to experience both the good and the bad of taking courses from other people. And I feel like if you don't really have the experience in taking a multitude of courses in the beauty industry, whether it be from mentorship program or whether it be from like a PMU course or a marketing course or even like a social media course or anything like that, how can you really tell how you want to be as an educator if you don't find things that you like and dislike about the courses that you are taking? When people come to me and they're like, should I take this course? Should I not take this course? One, I always look at who owns the company, and I always give my honest feedback if I have taken the course myself. I will never sit here and tell you like, yeah, you should take it just to like, get burned because you need to learn something negative. I hate that. I hate that people take courses and they feel like they didn't learn anything out of it and it wasn't valuable to them. So I hate that, and I will never say, yeah, just try it, why not? No, absolutely not. I would literally tell you, go sit back, do some more research. If you're asking me if I've taken this course, whether it be yes or no, or the answer is no, I'm going to tell you like maybe you should do more research and ask harder questions before you sign up for that course. That's what I'm going to tell you, honestly. But to the point of learning what to look for in courses is getting harder and harder because these course quote unquote experts are getting better and better and better at their social media presence, at getting reviews from people, at learning how to change their website to have reviews of their products or services be manipulated. And that's just the truth. I'm not trying to be negative here. It is what it is. But we have to look at the other end of it too. So like estheticians, PMU artists, women and men that are looking to start a side hustle need to start with asking the hard questions, like how long have you been in business? Don't be afraid to ask that question. Don't be afraid to say, how long have you been providing this service yourself if it's a service-based course before you started teaching? Or how did you learn how to do a course? Or how many courses have you taken in the past? And sometimes they'll get some pushback from these coaches, and they'll say like, well, that's not important. I know what I know. Or they'll just literally ghost you. I think it's the best when they absolutely ghost you, because then like, oh, they didn't want to answer my hard questions. So I don't really think I want to work with them. That's kind of like a red flag, right? And then you have amazing courses where you ask these instructors like, okay, how long were you teaching before you started a course? How long did it take you to master this skill before you felt comfortable? How many courses have you taken in the past in the beauty industry to know how to be an educator or a leader in this field? And those are the questions that you need to ask, and those are the trainers and the courses that answer those questions for you are the ones that are worth looking into a bit more. It is not easy being an esthetician. I'm going to tell you straight up, it's not going to be like, you're not going to find your way right away, because we are set up for, and this is my opinion, I feel like we are set up for failure from the time that we enter into school, and from the time that we enter into school to the time that we graduate. And that's sad to say, but it's the honest truth. I think that it is a consensus among aesthetics and cosmetologists and barbers, as well as, nail techs and massage therapists, I feel like it's a general consensus that like we kind of need to forge our own path. And in order to do that, we need to be able to connect with true people that know what they're doing and how to educate. And we need to understand and align with them as human beings to understand if we are going to be a good match for their course. On the other side, we have, people that learn a skill and then 2 months later say, oh, I am now going to charge $5,000 for a course that I just learned how to do. And they're essentially just ripping something off. And it's so hard because I can see both sides. I have been an educator for a couple of years now when it comes to permanent jewelry. And the only reason I stepped into educating for permanent jewelry and creating an online course and an in-person course is because I had real life experience when it came to the welding aspect and was exposed to that, as well as taking multiple courses in the beauty industry and wanting to and seeing the potential with this service and seeing what other people have done in the beauty industry and knowing that I could provide something more ethical with more integrity and more honest, like to get you trained in the service and skill. That's just how I am in general. But the reason that I felt empowered to create the course myself is because I didn't want people to be burned. Because I've had bad experiences with courses, because I've seen other people be burned, that I knew that I could step up and provide something with quality materials and quality education that was going to be valuable. And I think that with a lot of these courses that are coming out and a lot of these people that think that they can just create, course after course after course without actually being burned and seeing how a bad course is and just copying what a good course looks like, I think they're missing out on a lot of opportunity to actually create a bomb course. By bomb, I mean like fire, super fire hot, like good course for people to enjoy and learn from. And that brings me to my next point in seeing everybody, and by everybody, I mean like it just seems like every time I turn around, somebody's coming out with a new course or someone's doing this or someone's doing that. And it's not about imposter syndrome at all. It's not about empowerment at all. It's money driven. And it's sad to say that like when you can't make the profit on your services and you move into courses and education and you try to position yourself as an educator in courses, you really miss out on the real detail that you need to share. And I also think it's kind of crazy. I'm going to be 100% honest. It's buck wild out here in the beauty industry. Like everyone and their mother has a course now. Everyone and their mother is called an expert. Everyone's trying to do PR with big companies and things like that. And it's kind of exhausting sifting through all of the new and who to follow and what to do when it's like, just be yourself. Just learn what you need to learn for your business and have a set business plan, because I feel like so many people come out here and they're so swindled. They're easily swindled because they don't know what to ask, or they're afraid to ask the hard questions. And if you're afraid to ask the hard questions, you shouldn't be taking any course at all. I'm serious. I have seen people that have taken courses and be really, really dissatisfied because they were promised something that they never received, or the marketing was so good and they got into the course and they were like, this is not what you told me I was getting, and I'm really dissatisfied with it, and I would like a refund. And I've seen that happen. And I've seen how some companies respond to that. And what's really, really, really prominent in this industry, and really sad to say, is like these people have moved from aesthetics industry to marketing industry to PMU industry, and they just float around. And what they do is when they have a dissatisfied student, they literally call them to threaten to sue them for defamation and slander. And it's like, come on. Like, seriously, come the fuck on. Because if somebody doesn't like your course because you were shifty with them and you didn't provide them with what they said they were going to get and you mismarketed to them and they're upset and they want a refund and you literally sit there and say, I'm going to sue you if you talk about this, it is so wrong and so prominent in this industry. It is terrible. It is something that makes you question how these people are getting away with it, and the fact is they're getting away with it because of fear and the fear mongering that they instill. I mean, I even had a competing company call me and tell me they were going to threaten me because I spoke out against their BS. And I just laughed and I said, bring it on. Bring it on. And they have made it a mission to literally defame, make statements about me, whatever. And I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to act like that as a course provider, but I've seen it done. And these are the things that you need to watch out for when selecting a course and who you're working with. So let's get into like really important things. Who you're working with matters. If they're not on Google, that is a red flag, because you can, as a domain holder, as a Shopify user, me even personally, I could add an app onto my website and I could make it so no reviews are published if they're not 5-star reviews. I can unpublish and publish reviews at will. Do you know what that is? That is market manipulation, because you're not actually getting real reviews from people where they can't be edited or controlled, which is sad, because it's also a tactic that people use to make sure that they are seen in a positive light at all times, and it's not giving the consumer an actual ability to make an informed decision. It's actually FTCA, Fair Trade and Consumer Act. It's a violation, and you can actually report them. And I don't think people know that they can report them to make sure that they are complying with actual regulations. But besides the point, you can also see like testimonials where they're like in quotes on people's websites, where if there's like not a photo or anything next to it, or it's not like a video review or something like that, it could be manipulated. And even now with testimonials, it can be manipulated with like AI videos and things like that, which is crazy to me. So the person that you work with is absolutely essential to do your research with. Another thing to look out for is if the business, the actual business, is not in that person's name at all, red flag. Absolutely red flag. Another thing, and I hate to say it, you gotta look for people that have actually worked with these people before. If you have just seen a course and you're like, oh, this looks really good, and then you're like, oh, well, I see the owner and oh, I see them sponsoring events and I see them here and I see them there, that doesn't mean shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They paid to be there, and these events are gonna take their money and let them flaunt their stuff no matter what, until there's an ethics violation that's actually reported and substantial. And even if there's an ethics violation for the event that is reported, those people will still choose to take their money. I've seen it happen in the beauty industry. They will still take their money over an actual ethics violation and allow them to have access to people that they can prey on and sell their course to. It is so messed up, and it happens all the time here in this industry. So watch out for that too. Which is why you won't see me attending specific conferences or working with certain people, because I have a very, very high standard for ethics and truth and integrity. So you have to make sure that you are doing your due diligence before you sign up for a course. You have to make sure that you are working with people who are actually providing the industry with positivity and like actually taking the time to teach them because they want to teach them a skill, not because they want their money. And that is something that is easily manipulated through some marketing practices. But let's talk about the positive side of courses, because I've seen both, as I mentioned. I've seen the positive, I've seen the negative. I knew who I wanted to be as an educator and what I wanted to provide in any training program that I offer, which I offer one for permanent jewelry. And I am creating another one for estheticians because I took an alternate route as an esthetician. I feel like I'm just going to share what I want to do in business and how I've done business with you guys. And if something resonates with you, at least you have a blueprint to how to do it, right? Or how I did it, at least. But here's the thing. There are good courses out there. There are great, amazing mentors out there. And those amazing courses and mentors are transparent. These companies are worth investing your time, energy, and money into. And that happens because they are transparent, because they are honest, because they are truthful. And you will actually get truthful reviews when you see video reviews, when you see and you can talk to people that have taken the course, that are not just, getting a $25 gift card because they're giving a positive review. That's so gross to me. I would never do that. But if you see that, also run. Back to the positivity. These courses and these instructors that are affordable have options for you to do payment plans, and I'm not saying a payment plan is a reason why you should go with somebody at all. It absolutely isn't. But you can look up these people's businesses. You can see who the owners are. You can see if they have legality behind them, true forms where you have true terms of service agreements. You have real reviews. They're on Google. They are happy and proud to promote their course ethically with integrity. And they're not just flashing how much money their students are making. And that's another thing too. Yes, it is amazing for students to understand how much money that they can make and understand and see real live reviews of people making X amount of dollars. However, when it's not transparent and when it's manipulated, you have to learn the difference between the two. You have to learn if this is genuine, or you have to learn if this is somebody's friend of a friend, because that happens too in this industry, where you see a whole bunch of people get together and leave positive reviews, or they're swayed with a $25 gift card, or they're told, oh, well, you can just earn your money back if you just refer us. We can't give you a refund, but we can give you commission if you help us make more sales. Those people are going to lie out their teeth just to make their own money back because they feel like that's the only option they have. It's gross. So you got to look for the true gurus. You got to look for the people you resonate with. You got to look for the people that care about the industry and care about you as a person, and want to make sure that you're getting something that you paid for, one, and two, that is going to be value for you in the long run. And that is people who have their business in their name, who are on Google, who have real students you can talk to that are not manipulated by gift cards or friendships or false opportunities that are presented to them. It's just, you can tell the difference between a genuine person, and you can tell the difference between somebody who gives you the ick off the bat. And if I have any advice for you, it's listen to that ick. Listen to that ick on these courses that are coming out. Listen to that ick on if you get an instant ick when you talk to somebody. Listen to your gut instincts and reach out to other people in the industry that have done X, Y, or Z with that person, because you're actually going to find more people that promote their course than not promoting their course because of the fact that they hide it. So find the people who don't hide anything. Find the courses with the people that have been in the industry long enough, that have taken multiple courses to know how they want to be as an educator, to have time in the skill long enough, and who actually are there to talk to you and care about you and make sure that you are getting what you need from them on an appropriate business relationship basis. So that's what I think about what the heck is happening with all the courses in the industry right now. And it's funny because I'm actually coming out with my own aesthetics course. And I laugh because I'm over here hating on the industry for spitting out courses left and right. And then here I am okay, here's my course, take it or leave it. It is what it is. But to be 100% honest with you, I am creating a chapter module where it's a business boot camp, and it's going through 15 different modules, 70 different videos. It's called the Estie Bestie Boot Camp, and I'm going to be sharing everything that I've learned. And I'm even going to be doing an advanced portion in my course to get you prepped for creating your own course. The right way, though. The right way. And the right way is with integrity and honesty and transparency. And that's all I have to say about courses. So if you are listening to this podcast and you resonate with me and you want to see this journey, make sure you're following me on every platform at the Estie Bestie. I do have a registered trademark. You will see the R on my page, the registered trademark symbol. If that's not there, it's not me, unless somebody's doing a really good job at trying to copy me. My website is the Estie Bestie. My Facebook is the Estie Bestie. TikTok, the Estie Bestie. Pinterest, the Estie Bestie. So yeah, so make sure you're following the Estie Bestie, which is me, Athena. And stay tuned for our next episode. I don't know when it's coming out yet, but it will be soon because I have lots of tea to spill. Talk to you soon, besties.